Halima.
And it's your boy Blair.
And you are watching AUC's Up Close.
A new weekly show where we have special guests like Khleo Thomas this week.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good, good.
How you doing over there, Khleo?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good over here, girl.
I'm so excited for this. There's so much we want to cover. We want to pick your brain about the industry and everything.
Okay.
Because you have been in the industry for a long time, from a child star to now.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your experience, because of course, Holes, Walking Tall, you started at a young age. Just tell us how it was growing up in the industry.
It was everything that I expected and nothing that I expected, kind of at the exact same time. All I knew was that I wanted to be an actor. I just wanted to entertain people at a very early age. So, you know, I had told my mom when I was 5 that that's all I wanted to do, and I ended up doing plays and then commercials, and then, you know, a role like Holes is one of those things that's a treasure, really, because when you're only 13 and then all of a sudden you're on everyone's radar, the world kind of shifts for you. But my parents did a great job of not, you know, just throwing me to the wolves in the industry. I was still, you know, I still had the same group of friends. I still played basketball at the same parks, everything like that. So it's been a hell of a journey, you know, but it's been a good journey nonetheless.
Well, I want to play a game.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a throwback to some of your biggest roles when you were younger.
Okay.
All right, it's called Stay on Script. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recite some lines that you did back in the day, and you have to guess which one of your characters from the movie said it.
Okay.
You think you can do it?
I think I can do this.
All right, first one. Man, he don't look like no reindeer. He looked like a pit bull. Giddy up, pit bull.
Friday After Next.
Good job. Ding ding.
Yes.
One day we're gonna have all the sounds and whistles. Just wait for it.
There'll be lights and all. Got it.
All right. You know, Papa still got your gun locked in the garage. Think you could teach me how to shoot?
Walking Tall.
Good job.
The Rock,
okay.
yes.
Pete Vaughn.
Yes.
I'm not stupid. I know everyone thinks I am. I just don't like answering stupid questions.
Mr. Hector Zeroni himself, the legend.
Yes. All right, so this one, I think it's gonna be tricky.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be tricky, maybe not. Like bat radar, huh?
Bat radar. That's it? That's all it is?
Yeah.
Like bat radar.
I know. It was a Disney movie.
It was a Disney film.
was.
Oh, it's going to the mat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Vincent
Ding, ding,
Price.
ding. You did a great job.
As a kid, how do you prepare for those roles and then sort of jump into these different characters every time?
For me, I was doing a lot of mimicking as a kid.
Okay.
I was, you know, looking at the characters and reading the scripts and then knowing, you know, whatever films I had watched or TV shows that I had watched.
Okay.
And trying to mimic, you know, the mannerisms or this character must have some type of relation to this character because of either their upbringing, how they look at the world, you know, finding those similarities between characters, and that's what kind of helped me from the beginning.
Did you ever realize what your dream role was? Like, I mean, you knew you wanted to be in entertainment, you knew that you were just gifted at entertaining, but at what point did you realize, okay, like, I now got a little bit of experience about everything, like what is for me? Like, have you even reached the dream role yet?
Nah, I haven't reached the dream role yet because I don't think I've been challenged yet.
Okay.
You know, there's like,
wow.
I haven't had a full challenge yet. Like, I really want to have the challenge of having a full production on my shoulders, like a character-driven story where for, you know, those 30 to 60 days, I'm on set every single day. And I have to be there from the first shot to the last shot. I haven't had that opportunity yet. So that's a challenge that I'm looking forward to.
Do you think it would be serious, comedic? Do you know like what realm it would be in?
Yeah, the type of role.
I would have to say serious. I don't find myself that funny, and I think comedic timing that's a whole talent in itself.
It is.
I feel so it's hard to, you know.
Well, you're excellent on social media. I think social media is so. I think one of the challenges with social media is being able to deliver something funny and a message, but with good timing. And I think you've really like figure that out. But then sitting here with you, I totally see serious. Like, I feel like a serious role would be, I think the viewer would be drawn in to that.
Now, my upbringing was way different than yours. Did you ever contemplate quitting acting, or did you ever contemplate being a part of the industry?
I contemplated quitting, honestly, for the very first time about a month ago.
Wow.
Yeah, for the very first time.
Recently?
Very recently. I've been doing this since I was 5 years old. I'm 29 now.
Wow.
And yeah, so I've been doing this a long time, and you know, I never ever thought that I would say those words, ever.
Yeah.
But I just finally had gotten to a point that I felt like I had done everything, I've tried everything, and certain aspects and directions aren't moving within that world, but everything else I'm doing seems to be just fine. So for the first time I had that thought process, and it lasted maybe a total of probably 16 hours, and then I was like, yeah, nah, I know what I'm destined for, so I can't.
What brought you to that point?
Frustration. Just honestly, yeah, just frustration, just, you know.
Frustration of not feeling that you've reached the target, like sort of having expectations for your career, and it's like the timing versus expectations.
Yeah, it was that aspect of the expectations, but also everything that I'm currently doing. You know, there's frustration when you have nothing going on.
Okay.
I have a lot of things going on in my life that I thoroughly enjoy, that I guess would be the umbrella of everything else. Like, well, if this is not moving, at least I have all this going on creative.
You get different venues and avenues,
all that, but it was not able to, you know, put a blanket and keep me okay regarding another side of me, because I felt it was taking away from it as well. So, yeah.
I think anyone, like, no matter what industry you work in, you start to question yourself at a certain time in your life where it's like, maybe this isn't the avenue that I should be taking. Maybe I should invest my energy into something else. Like, I am talented in different ways, which we're going to get to that, because you definitely have put your hand in several different pots. But what was it that was like, all right, I'm tripping, like I need to stay in this industry? Because I'm sure you're gonna go, it's, you know, they say be careful with your thoughts because it becomes your word. So I'm sure you contemplated it, but then to say it and to make it a reality.
Guess what made you change your mind?
Honestly, it was myself, to be honest. It was myself. I said the words, and I made a few phone calls to both management and agent, and was like, look, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm getting to a point of frustration, and I think I want to take a step away. And they both understood, and they both, you know, gave me their words of wisdom, and didn't let me be, really. And then I ended up hitting them back 16 hours later and was like, I've had my very first, and I think I deserve that, honestly. Like, I've never had those thoughts. So for one day, for a 16-hour period, I was off my game. So I'm always going to remember those 16 hours in my head. Like, I never want to go back to that place, because I've never felt that in my life, and it wasn't a good feeling just even, you know, speaking into existence. So
I have next to actually talk about how he's dabbling in different things. You have Slick Living. Love the name. A lot of people, I mean, you've really driven the brand, and you have a following, a large following for this brand. But how did it come about? And tell us the meaning behind the name.
So Slick Living was originally just the name of my third mixtape, and then it became a merchandising thing. It became its own entity, really. People started tweeting about it back when you know, Twitter and trending topics, you could in a sense control, like the very first type of Twitter layout. And it became a trending topic for like a week straight. People just kept saying Slick Living, Slick Living, Slick Living. I was like, yo, this is something really interesting here. And the word slick had always kind of stuck with me, just because I always used to say things I shouldn't have been saying as a kid. So, you know, I've had a slick mouth my whole life. So
it's so funny, because honestly, before I even knew that it was like associated with, well, I knew it was associated with you, but slick, I was like, that's you. I just feel it. Like, think about the character for sure.
So the nickname, it was never a nickname, but it was just something that kind of described me growing up. And then it became just like a way of thinking and an actual lifestyle. So many people started seeing, I guess, how I moved and wanted to look up to how I am as a person and how I see things, and it became literally just a lifestyle, and people wanted to represent it. And it's been, you know, I've been building Slick Living now for 6 years. We've expanded in so many different ways from it. So I did a little bit more research, and I was like, yo, the name A Werewolves for a podcast, like it still goes with the brand. You could have went Slick Living and it would have like obviously meshed and like fell right into place, but A Werewolves. People were telling me to do a podcast for like a year straight. And I kept saying no, because I felt like I didn't understand the platform or how to, you know, media-wise, how to make it work. Because the YouTube way, you see what's happened within the last year. Due to two people's very ridiculous antics that really messed it up for everybody. So a lot of those YouTubers are now trying to turn into something else.
Logan Paul.
KSI got him, so I know that fight's, you know that fight's happening, right? You guys do know about that?
Oh, he's doing a boxing fight?
Yeah, there's with KSI, another big YouTuber. They're having an actual boxing match, both Logan and his brother. Paul, and they're fighting KSI and someone else over there in England this month.
Oh my lord!
So that's gonna be very interesting to see.
Well, I hope someone gets an ass whipping.
So no, it was the werewolves thing was definitely came from, you know, a description of how I kind of see everything. Like, you can see it all, but like, what is your actual, you know, take on it? And, you know, don't just try to be swayed by the public opinion of what you're seeing through everyone's comments or what's the most popular comment.
Oh my goodness. Like, do you read comments?
Not all the time, no.
I can't read comments.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You ever read like a comment that's mean but it's funny? Like, what's the comment that you remember that someone said but it was just like funny? It was obviously mean, but it was just like
ears.
It didn't.
My ear, nah. Like I don't take much to heart, to be honest with you guys. I really don't.
You gotta.
Like, what you say?
You gotta. I was gonna say that. Obviously, they're gonna come for the ears. Obviously, even Will Smith, they come for the ears. You know.
I've been called semi-mean, and I'm well.
Oh,
it was either I've been called mean or they were like, yo, that was a shot or you were trying to make a joke. Like somebody I described, they called it an IKEA bedroom set and they didn't like it. It wasn't meant to be a shot, but yeah, I get it. And then glam, I want to touch on glam, like God is living amongst men. I always saw the word glam and wanted to turn it into something different.
Oh, okay.
And you know, it happened to be right in time because when I tried to do it, the idea 5 or 6 years ago, I didn't think the timing was right. And I think even for me personally, I had to go on a growth of like my own journey when it came to my appreciation for a woman. Okay. So I didn't have, or I couldn't understand what I was trying to do 5 years ago. And it finally came to, you know, fruition 5 years later where I understood where I was mentally and what I could actually give to the world with my actual platform and what it may mean to a woman who does, in a sense, have some type of interaction with me, even though it's through social media.
Okay.
So I wanted to change it up with glam, God is living amongst men. It's about women empowerment, and we're having. I can't wait for the third.
Amazing.
I can't wait for the third release. I have something very cool, special.
If you were in the entertainment industry, what do you think your occupation would be?
Ooh.
I would still probably end up being in business somewhere, man. I have one of those marketing minds.
Yeah.
Like I look at.
So just more marketing, like you marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Okay.
Sure,
I love looking at.
Yeah, you grind
and stuff. So
So now we're gonna play Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever like hooked up with a castmate or coworker.
So if you
Wait, I'm asking.
You're gonna get yourself. You're gonna tell on yourself.
That's a lot.
So if you have, you raise your hand. If you have, put your hand down. So
I've never
have. Yeah.
Okay. Are we gonna share at least the movie?
No, you good.
What it was from?
Yo, IMDb. Look at the cast and see all the girls.
If you, it was definitely during the cornrows hair time.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Hey, that limits it down for y'all. Okay. Never have I ever dropped my name to get in a club. Never.
Nah.
Like, bro, you don't recognize me? Zero?
Never.
No.
I'm not that guy, man. I'm really not. I hate.
I feel like you don't have to.
Yeah. No, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You know, the whole Hollywood.
Zero.
Nah.
Come on, man. No?
No, he'd be like this. He'd be like this.
Yeah, no, I'm not that guy. Never been.
Remember me?
Damn, super humble. That's incredible.
No, that's dope.
Because you totally could. Never have I ever snooped through my significant other's phone. I have, but not like in a, no, not in a snooping way, not in a snooping way.
But you looked through his phone.
I mean, I literally, because I'm like, I'll ask. If he says no, then it's like a problem.
Have you ever had a girl go through your phone?
Nah, I don't play that type of games.
I don't play that either.
I don't get down like that.
But if she has no,
give me the code to your cell phone.
This don't work. You don't pay bills on my phone. You can't touch my phone. Leave it alone.
What?
You don't find something you don't want to see. So
okay, so
because you always find someone, if you're looking for it, you're gonna find it. Because you can find something small.
You think that's what it is? Because she's just gonna like find something and make something. But I'm saying if there's nothing.
Find something. I feel like we live in a generation now where literally, when are we not accessible?
Okay.
And then with a platform like say mine or yours, how many people are constantly coming at us anyway without us having to engage in the contact?
Yeah.
Never. It's always.
But see, for me, I trust. Like I feel like there's a trust there where I shouldn't even have to ask for it. So if I ask for it, say if I just need to use your internet real quick, it shouldn't be like a hesitation.
I'd give the phone up.
Okay.
If a text message come through or Instagram DM come through and it's this. How is it? You tell me. You don't want the phone up.
What's the longest relationship? Do you see marriage for yourself?
Man,
like,
hell no, I don't want to be married. No.
You don't want to be married?
Look, I'm 29. I can only say that I've been in one real relationship, and only lasted.
That's okay.
And it only lasted 1 year.
Wow.
So I don't even know what it's like to actually depend on someone of that level.
Wow.
I feel like when you choose to coexist with someone, you're co-aligning your lives, and it's this or that. It's
distraction?
I would say distraction, and also like I'm greedy. I'm very greedy with myself. I'm very greedy with like my time, my energy. No catering, because half the time I don't even want you to be in I don't want you to be there because I would rather be doing something else.
Wow.
I'd rather be working.
You get bored. You get bored. See, this is it. What you need is a girl that's gonna hold you down and has spite. Okay, I already got you. I'm gonna find you a girl right now. Now I know. At first I was like,
leave it to the Scorpio to be like, I got you.
No, I know the perfect girl for you already. You need a girl that's got that can spice it up.
Man,
that's not gonna bore you. You just need a girl that you can
right. I'm like, there's a girl out there there for everyone, and I can't see a man who doesn't want to be catered to when you get home. You working that hard, but you don't want a woman.
Yeah, you just need a girl that's gonna not bore you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for watching the first episode of Up Close.
Yes.
We have new episodes every week. I'm your boy Blair.
I'm your girl Khleo.
And thank you, Khleo, for joining us. Where can people follow you on Instagram and social media?
Twitter and Instagram at Khleo Thomas, on Snapchat Slick_living. Make sure to look at patreon.com/Khleo Thomas for all the Werewolves podcast, and Slick Living Apparel for all the brand new releases coming soon.
Awesome. We'll see you guys soon.